You are unserious about sports betting if you are not utilizing funded sports betting this far into 2025. I'm Cole Clausen. I'm a professional sports bettor. I've been betting professionally for several years now, and I've learned a lot of things. And one of the most important things I've learned, I will be going through in this video. And if by the end of this video, in the next 5 minutes, if you don't understand why you are an unserious sports bettor and why you really don't care about making money betting on sports, if you're not utilizing funded sports betting, then I've completely failed as a pro sports bettor and someone who makes content here online to help other sports bettors make money. Now, in this video, we're going to be running through Player Profit, which is the funded sports betting platform that I personally use. We're going to be running through how it works, why pro bettors use it, and again, why every pro bets like this uses these strategies. So let's run through it. First off, I want to kind of run through my background a little bit. Now, I built out an AI in the past few months that finds bets at a higher win rate than any human possibly can. I built an AI that essentially every single one of my members in my premium group is able to access themselves, see all the analysis behind the picks every single day, and get access to the picks directly. And as you can see up at the top, 7.85 units gained in the past week. It has a current weekly recap at all times. Now, sports betting for me has been everything that I do, right? I do it full time. I've bought a McLaren from sports betting. I've bought almost everything that I own from sports betting, including the watch on my wrist and the condo that I live in. Now, one of the main tools that helped me make a lot of money betting on sports was utilizing funded sports betting. And the crazy thing is, for people who have a smaller bankroll, it helps even more and has even more of a significant impact. Now, let's run through how it works. So as you can see on the left, here's a few slips that I placed on Player Profit. As you can see phase three, phase three, phase three. So what that means is I am funded. Player Profit has funded my bankroll and has chosen to give me $100,000 to sports bet with. Now, why have they done that? Well, I've proved to them that I am profitable. They fund anybody who can prove that they are profitable or winning at sports betting. And later in the video, I'm going to run through exactly what it takes and the steps that they require in order to fund your bankroll. So I pay them a small challenge fee. They fund my bankroll. They're looking for people who are winning at sports betting to invest into. And unlike a casino who wants you to lose, Player Profit keeps 30% of the profits. So they are not here to see you lose, unlike sportsbooks like DraftKings and FanDuel, who only make money when you lose money. So Player Profit, again, will fund anybody who can pass their challenges, prove that they're profitable. I did exactly that, and now I bet with their money every single day. So I'm not risking any of my own money on these picks right here. As you can see, $9,000 stake, $5,000 stake, $10,000 stake, and I'm not having to risk any of my own money. And the best part about it is I get to keep 70% of these profits. So $9,000. Well, it's cut off there, but it's $4,500. $6,000 win amount. Let's do the math here on the calculator and see how much I made off these three slips alone without risking $1 of my own money. Let's do the math. It would be 70% of $19,500. So let's do the math there. 1.7 minus 19. I said 19,750. Just over $13,000 in profit that I made. Sorry. That's right. Just over $13,000 in profit that I've made from betting on Player Profit in just these three slips that you see here. And again, I didn't risk any of my own money on these picks right here. Player Profit puts up the bankroll. We as sports bettors put up the skill. They fund the bankroll. We fund the knowledge behind these picks. We lock them in. And again, they keep 30% of the profits. Now, some people are like, well, why would I do that? Like, I want to keep 100% of my profits. And why would anybody want to not keep all their profits? Again, you are not risking your own money. They are funding your entire bankroll. So put it into perspective like this. They funded me for $100,000, right? I don't have to put up $100,000 of my own money and risk the chance of losing it. Because if you lose their money, you lose their bankroll, you are not responsible for it at all. Now, you'll just lose the account. If you lose the bankroll, you lose the account. That's it. You do not lose money from losing on Player Profit. So, why would somebody want to risk their own $100,000 when they can use Player Profit's $100,000 and then get to keep 70% of the profits. It's a simple risk thing. And for most people, they don't have $100,000 to go sports bet with, but they have $1,000 to go sports bet with. So instead of trying to use $1,000, doing a $10 unit size, which would be the correct unit size at a 1% of bankroll per unit. Ask any professional sports bettor; they're going to tell you that is the correct unit size for a $1,000 bankroll. So if you have $1,000, you should be ripping a $10 unit size. At the $10 unit size, even if you go up 20 units, right? If I pull up my calculator again, 20 units a month, which is really, really good. That's $200 a month. Times 12, that's $2,400 a year. That's obviously great, but it's not significant, and it's not going to change your life. Now, if you've got $1,000 to go bet with, and you can go buy a funded account for $100K, which is a $1,000 fee, $100K funded account, you get funded, you then go up, let's just call it 10 units a month, half of what you had to do with a $1,000 bankroll, 10 units a month, you would be running a $1,000 unit size, 1% of bankroll, $1,000 unit size, 1,000 times 10 times 12 for a year would be $120,000 profit. Now you keep 70% of that. So let's do the math again. 204,000 minus 120,000. And you'll keep $84,000 in profit, starting with your $1,000 that you bought the funded account for. Instead of making $2,400, you just made $84,000 and you gained half the amount of units that you would have with that $1,000 unit size. So again, when I just explained that, I said when you have $1,000 bankroll, $10 unit size, you gain 20 units a month. And then I took a funded account, 100K funded account, and said you only gain 10 units a month. So I made it, even more profitable if you were at a $10 unit size using your own money, and you still made $84,000 using the funded account and only $2,400 using your own money. Now, what I want to get into is, how do you pass these challenges? Who's passing these challenges? How does this all work? There's a lot of questions, right? Because it's so new. It's something that you probably have not heard of very much. And if you have heard of it, you have not really gone into depth. You haven't really built a deep understanding, because if you did, you would have several 100K funded accounts right now, and you'd be betting on them consistently. Now, the importance of player profit is you're able to bet the proper way. A lot of you guys are used to only being able to get a big win when you take a parlay that has extra juice. It's not a good bet. Parlays will never be profitable long term because you're getting charged more juice per play. Or maybe following bad bankroll management, over risking than what you should be, and you lose one bet and you blow out your entire bankroll. You don't want to do that. You want to bet the proper way, and the only way you can bet the proper way with a smaller bankroll and make a lot of money is by using funded sports betting. As you can see here, bro, you're a genius. If I only tail with 1,000, I made a 300 so far. I've been going crazy. I'm about to pass a 10K, 25K, and 100K on player profit. So this member right here in my premium group is about to pass his account challenge on the 10K, 25K, and 100K, meaning he is about to be funded on player profit for $135,000. Now, how much did these accounts cost him? Let's look. The 10K account, I can pull it up, but I'm pretty sure it's $249. So $249. Let's do the math. $249. The 25K account is $449. I'm pretty sure, and then the $1,000 funded account is $999. So he put $1,697 in, and he is now about to be funded for $135,000 to sports bet with. I want you to realize how insane that is, and how that is not something that anybody would be able to do. And if you're risking, let's say, this amount of money, which is the amount of money that he paid for these account challenges, your unit size would be about $6.97, which is obviously not even close to what your unit size is going to be with $135,000 in funding. Here's another guy. I just quit my 9-to-5 today and going all in on this. I just want to get to where you're at, bro. Financially making racks every day. I'm going all in on this to taking it seriously. About a month, 4 days ago. Can't believe how good that AI is. Buying lifetime at the end of the month, and I also signed for player profit. That's what we do. These are the type of results you see when you're in my premium group, when you're tailing my AI picks every single day. Now, what's possible when you're funded on Player Profit. I want to run through not just myself, because I've showed you guys enough about myself. I've talked enough about myself. Let's talk about others. Now, some of these people are in my premium group tailing my plays every single day, and some of these guys are not in my premium group. They're tailing their own plays. They're doing their own thing. This is straight from the Player Profit Discord, showing guys who have gotten payouts from their funded accounts. As you can see, this is just within the past couple weeks or so. I only screenshotted some of them. I didn't screenshot all of them, but these are just a few of the payouts over the past few weeks. As you can see right here, on the 20th, Thomas, $4,500 that he made. Another guy, Max, $1,300 that he made. Let's go here. Anthony, $912. Wyatt, $3,259. Brandon, $3,127. Leo, $2,844. Josh, $3,900. Brian, $1,114. Zach, $16,311. So look at all these guys on here that you're seeing. These are all people who went on Player Profit. They bought that funded account challenge, and now they've taken a withdrawal for massive amounts compared to how much they paid for their funded account challenge. For example, Zachary, I would guess he purchased a $50K or $100K funded account, which at the absolute max, he purchased a $100K pro account for $1,500. Or he would have purchased a $100K standard account for $999, or a $50K pro account for $899. And he made $16,300. That is a significant multiplier on how much he paid for that account. He would not have been able to do that with any regular unit size. So, you got to put that into perspective when you're looking into how funded sports betting works and how profitable it really is. Now, let's take a look at how it works and how you can get your own funded account, and you can start doing this today or tomorrow. So when you head to playerprofit.com, you'll see they have a standard and pro account selection. So the standard accounts are 1 to 5% of bankroll per unit. This is what I would recommend getting if you were only buying one account. If you're only buying one account, get a standard account, bet with 1 to 5% of bankroll per unit. Use 1% for your 1 unit plays, 2% for your 2 unit plays, 3% for your 3 unit plays. Do it the proper way. Get a standard account. So you can get a standard $1,000 account for $29. It's pretty fucking dirt cheap. For a $100,000 account, at the $100,000 account, it's $999 for a standard. Now, what do you have to do to get funded and actually get this money to bet with? Well, let me explain. So Player Profit has a sportsbook integration, meaning on their platform, you place all the picks that you want. They have all the lines for, pretty much every single game, very similar to how, FanDuel or DraftKings has lines for games. Now, the pick minimum in each phase is 15 picks. You got to place at least 15. There's no maximum. You can take as long as you want. You just got to place at least 15 picks in each phase. Now, if this is a $1,000 account, right, you got to go up 20% profit target without going down 15%. So pretty self-explanatory. If you got a $1,000 account, you got to turn it into $1,200 and you get to pass to phase 2. Then you do that again. You pass, you go up 20%. You're now funded as a sports bettor. Now you got $1,000 in funding to go bet with every single day. Now, max drawdown. How much can you lose? You can lose 15%, or if once you hit 15%, you will lose the funded account. So you got to go up 20% without going down 15%, and you cannot lose 10% in a single day. So, with that being said, 10% daily loss. That's why I tell you guys 1 to 5% of bankroll per unit. Get a standard account, and you'll be able to do that. Don't over leverage. Don't go risk 5 to 10% on every single play. Risk 1%. Don't place more than 10 picks a day, and there's no way that you can possibly hit that max daily loss. So you can cross that out because you'll never have to worry about it. All you got to do is really go up 20% without going down 15%. That's simple at the end of the day. Now, they do have the pro accounts as well. The pro accounts are for 5,000, 10,000, 25,000, and 50,000. Now, these accounts are higher risk. I would not recommend starting off with these accounts. I would recommend starting off with the standard account. And you can do the pro accounts when you want to place those 2, 3, 4, 5 unit plays. You want to go a little bit bigger. Again, I would still strongly recommend going with these standard accounts. But if you're having several accounts and you want to try out a pro account where you're going a little higher risk, you can bet more. You can bet 5 to 10% per bankroll. Obviously, once you're funded, you can go bet 5 to 10% per bankroll, and you go hit a few winners in a row, your profits are going to be significantly higher. But what are you more likely to make money on? 100% the standard account. Anyways, that's my rundown. That's how it works, guys. That is how you use funded sports betting to make extra money, make professional type money betting on sports. You guys have seen the testimonials. You've seen my results. You've seen how it works. Go ahead and head to playerprofit.com. You can go get a funded account and start it today. This is an absolutely game-changing thing for us sports bettors. So every single person should be taking advantage of this, especially if you're someone that's under about a $500 unit size. You're not at a big enough unit size to where you should be, making significant profits. Go get yourself a funded account. Take advantage of this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching.